Good morning guys from Zagreb. We are actually in the capital of Croatia at the moment. We arrived here yesterday afternoon and we're ready to explore.
So excited to finally be in Croatia. We've sort of traveled around quickly, but yesterday we exited the Schengen area. We have a long time, pretty much unlimited time almost in Croatia. So hoping to slow things down, do a nice bit of slow travel here. I've heard so many positive things about Croatia. We haven't even got to the coast yet and all the water and the beaches. We're going to be visiting everything on land today, which is going to be nice before we head down to the coast. Hopefully you guys enjoy checking out Zagreb with us.
Right now we're sitting on top of the Grič Tunnel. It doubled up as a bomb shelter and a tunnel and was built during World War II. You can get from one side of the city to the other side by going through the tunnel and has lots of different exits you can take along the way, which is pretty cool. We went through there before and it's pretty hot and humid out here, but in the tunnel it is actually really cold. So it's actually nice to walk through the tunnel and get some cool air in there. In 1993, there was actually Croatia's first ever rave in the tunnel, and that held 3,000 people. It's free to enter and walk through. You can go through as many times as you want. This is a very unique feature to Zagreb that we haven't seen before.
Right next to the Zagreb Cathedral is actually this very old looking clock that is stood in time essentially, and that is because there was an earthquake in Zagreb that occurred in the 9th of November in 1880. This caused severe damage to the cathedral and stopped many clocks throughout Zagreb. The cathedral clock stopped at 7 hours, 3 minutes and 3 seconds. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting story considering that you just have an old clock on the wall, but it's actually very meaningful. Last March 2020, there was another earthquake here which destroyed one of the spirals as well. So it looks like this cathedral hasn't had much luck, but it's definitely a very historical piece of Croatia. Not to mention that this is actually the tallest building in Croatia as well. I think what's so interesting about coming to this cathedral is normally when you're in Europe, you know, anywhere you go, there's usually a lot of scaffold around the buildings, restoring them. And normally it's very frustrating. You go, oh, that's ruined my photo. But this one is the first time I've ever come here and gone, wow, it's actually cool how much scaffold there is, just given the history. Obviously this poor cathedral's been through quite a rough time. I'm obviously assuming this is one of the top ones, but I guess you can just touch it, which you probably can't do in many cathedrals around Europe or the world. Now the bells are going off, might have upset it by touching it. So like many countries we have visited in Europe, Croatia does not actually use the EU. They have their own currency, which is the Croatian kuna, spelled K-U-N-A. And just for reference, this is what 100 looks like. I should say that $1 or €1 works out to about 6.5, 7 kuna, if that makes sense. So it gives you a rough guide. Croatia seems very inexpensive compared to some of the countries we've been into Europe. I think that will get a little bit more expensive as we head down the coast. However, pretty cool currency. That might be a little hint of where we're going next, if you can even see that on the back. We often just try to use the ATM card. However, sometimes when we're spending a while in a foreign country, we will just get some local currency out, especially if we're going to little villages or trying to get some little souvenirs, local markets that don't have the ATM or don't have the FPOS machine, I should say. So just keep that in mind. We just withdraw a little bit and keep it on us, but we always try to use card when possible. So there's actually an upper and lower part of Zagreb, and you might be wondering, apart from probably seeing me walk up the stairs, how do you get from the upper part to the lower part, or the lower part to the upper part? This is 120 years old, and I believe, and I can only assume, that this is the shortest cable car route in the entire world. Have a look at it. So that's the lower town there. And then all the way up there is the upper town. Now you can just take the stairs. I'm not actually sure how much it costs. I think it's maybe less than €1. It should be. I mean, it's only maybe like 50 meters up. But yes, very interesting, very unique part. All right, Hannah, should we go up it, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes?
I've done a lot of walking.
We'll see how much it costs for you guys and we will report back. Okay, it was 5 kuna each to get up there, so 10 kuna for 2 people, which I think, yeah, I mean, probably less than $1 each. Not too bad. You get a really nice view from the top here. Not sure how we get down now though, which will be interesting. Maybe we just take the stairs. We'll see. They also leave every 10 minutes, so there were some people that were sitting there for a while, and then we kind of just got on just before it left, which was pretty nice.
Right behind me is Mark's Church. It was completed in the 13th century and it is one of the oldest buildings here in Zagreb. The tiled roof was actually completed in 1880, and on the right side, the white castle with the red background is the coat of arms of Zagreb, and on the left side is the coat of arms of Croatia. So it's a really nice building and definitely worth coming to check out.
Also, one thing I should say about the roof, standing here right up close to it, you can see each individual tile that is covered. So you'll see the red, white and blue stripes in the background. That's pretty much just 2 tiles that are colored individually. So you have 2 white ones and then they'll just go diagonally like that, one place across, and that's what makes up that pattern. So it's very nice to come and see these things. They look great online and probably, hopefully, good on the video, but standing up nice and close to it, it's actually very impressive. Oh, and these are all government buildings surrounding it as well, is something else I should say.
For lunch today we decided to go to a 100% gluten-free place. So I picked up a sandwich and also picked up a chocolate cake, which is also 100% gluten-free. So this is like a brunch bar, so they have little sandwiches, little loaves of bread you can get, cakes. You can also get beers there as well, so wasn't game enough to have a beer at lunchtime yet. So we'll open this up. So this one's just a normal chocolate cake. Everything in the store is gluten-free, but they can also do vegan or egg-free, and they have lots of allergy options other than gluten-free available there as well. So definitely, if you have any allergies, definitely go check it out. It's delicious. That was the best sandwich I've ever had, and the cake's really nice as well. The plastic is also 100% recyclable, which is another bonus.
Okay, so my burger wasn't that local or anything special. It was very nice, but it's not really worth including in the video. But one thing I will say is on the receipt here, what I really liked about it was they charged me 42 kuna, but they also translated that into euros just below. So when you're in a new country and the currencies are a bit hard to calculate, very handy. So it's something I wish a lot more places would do. Okay guys, just to finish this video, we're going to show you the studio we're staying in Zagreb because it's pretty affordable and one of the best places we've stayed at. 30 euros a night, and this is what you get for 30 euros a night. Nice little queen size bed built off the ground, so you get a little Guess we're on the second story, sleeping. And yeah, you can hang your clothes there. That looks out to the street. You're pretty high off the ground, so it's not too bad. TV that has YouTube and Netflix. We have a full-on kitchen here with a microwave, the stove going over there, and we have a pretty good size fridge. And then we've got a really cold aircon unit right here, as well as a pretty reasonable bathroom that's just been renovated. So although there are a lot of very old hostels and hotels in Europe, there's also some nice ones that have been renovated to a pretty high standard. So for 30 euros a night, cannot complain or go wrong.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.